Live. Okay, Bleeding Edge.
All right, testing our audio. Hello.
Okay, I hear Hyle.
Is my audio working?
Let us know in chat if you hear Jeff, Hyle, and Shane. 3 different voices.
Is Cameron gonna be joining us?
Cameron
I
is.
hear all of you.
Cameron is unfortunately working, so he will not be joining. It's just going to be the 3 of us with a random.
Yeah, but
Just-
that random will become a lifelong friend.
The random will probably be a lifesaver because 2 of you are self-proclaimed not good at the game.
Huntmac says, I hear and see nothing. Refresh the page, Huntmac.
Yeah,
Refresh the
Sean
page.
hears us, Jeff hears us, Gibbon hears us. Andre says that we all sound the same. It's because we are the same.
I mean, I think I have the deepest, most baritone voice.
Yeah, but mine gets that kind of like horniness on people.
Yes, horniness.
Yeah, I have the effect of horniness on people.
Well, that explains why your edge is bleeding.
Hey, gross.
Ho, 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 ho. All right, so this is Bleeding Edge, everyone. Welcome back to DK Vine's not E3 Stream-A-Ganza. Stream-A-Ganza? I haven't thought this through.
Ganza, Jesus.
Ganza? Or we're going with Ganza. Tony, like, rhymes with Tony Danza, right?
Yeah,
okay.
that's the goal, yeah.
So this is Bleeding Edge. It is, I think, the newest game to the DKU. So we played the oldest DKU game with Donkey Kong Country. Now we're playing the newest, Bleeding Edge. This is a Cameo game, and it's a complicated Cameo game. And if you bought it today, you could not get the reason why it's a Cameo game because it was a time-limited
Cosmetic.
Well, should I go to the workshop to show them?
Yeah, go to the workshop real quick because we only got an hour. So.
Oh no, I don't want that character. So I
matter.
like to play as this character, Nidhogger. But boards. So this is the Gold Hoarder.
Oh, we have 7 viewers. That's more than we usually have.
We're dropping. We were at like 19 60 seconds ago.
Oh.
That's fine. That's fine. This is the Gold Hoarder. This is the description says skeletal pirates are attacking. Guard your valuables. So like if you installed or played Bleeding Edge for like 1 week a couple months back, you would have been rewarded with the Sea of Thieves tie-in, which Jeff, do you want to get into it while we start up a match?
Okay, yeah, the Gold Hoarder is this Bleeding Edge takes place in the future. Sea of Thieves takes place in the past, but the Gold Hoarder is a skeleton lord in Sea of Thieves. Very famous or infamous character, like the main boss of the game, basically.
Are you going to invite me, or
I'll invite you.
Can you not? Okay.
Except it still shows that you're not online. I don't know. Maybe you try inviting me.
That's so weird.
Try inviting me.
Hold on.
So the Gold Hoarder in the future.
So I go to fight?
No, go to social.
Social? Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that.
So in the far-off future of Bleeding Edge, the Gold Hoarder has been... His skeleton has been disassembled and turned into a hoverboard that players in Bleeding Edge can use. And that's why it's DKU. It's DKU because his skeleton is actually, it counts as a physical appearance of him. Because in the lore of Sea of Thieves, the skulls of cursed skeletons contain their memories. They contain their memories inside their skull, in their, like, spirit.
Oh, Shane just dropped out.
Come on.
What?
Little technical difficulties.
Womp, womp, womp.
Don't worry.
Womp. Alright,
Womp.
You know, this is E3 is so much easier when you're all in the same state and country, and you're all in the same room together.
Well, you know, on that note, Hyle, I'm actually currently using my Sea of Thieves Xbox controller, which was a gift that was given to me by you in at E3 2019 when we were all in the same physical place. What a little 1-year anniversary memory that is.
I'm also using my Sea of Thieves controller.
I
bought
only
it for
use it.
myself.
I only use it for special occasions.
I only use it for Sea of Thieves, and I guess this, because this is Sea of Thieves related. It has the character of Rathbone in it when he's in the future turned into essentially a hoverboard.
Well, you just kind of did a spoiler, but it's the Gold Hoarder.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, yeah.
Anyway.
But the Gold Hoarder, his consciousness looks to still be rattling around in the inside of the skull because he's glowing green, which means you know,
So,
they haven't sucked out.
A little more on the lore here. There are also
Let me
bleach
check on Shane.
cosmetics. You talk to Shane. I'll talk to chat. There are bleeding edge cosmetics in Sea of Thieves, and which takes place in the distant past, but it basically describes that the Bleeding Edge gang, which is the name of the gang in this game, Bleeding Edge, they're like a street gang that are kind of do street fighting. It's just like an organization of unsanctioned street fighting between cybernetic people, and that gang is based on a pirate gang from the time of Sea of Thieves that were kind of, what's the word, anarchist, you know.
They're called the Mutinous Fist.
The Mutinous Fist, and they became the Bleeding Edge in the distant future, or they inspired the Bleeding Edge.
Or they were inspired by, yeah. So, it's, I mean, this is not a rare game. This is Ninja Theory, but there is still, this interconnected level enough to make it a cameo
Shane,
game.
are you there?
That's...
Oh, damn.
Oh, man.
Are you?
And it says you're in our party.
The party.
It says you're in the game, like ready to go, but you're not.
Oh, you just left. Yeah.
Okay, well that's the title screen.
You just disappeared from the in-game.
Should we report a bug? This is good streaming. Report a bug.
There's another thing, is I like the kind of unintentional thematic similarities between Sea of Thieves and Bleeding Edge.
Cameron said Bleeding Edge, more like Bleeding Audience.
Oh, that was like 10 minutes ago. You said that.
Oh.
It's 5 minutes ago.
Left the chat. I guess Cameron left the chat then after that.
So the fact that this is a game where you crew up with a crew of 4 players max, just like Sea of Thieves, to go and compete against other crews of 4 players, it's got a kind of a similarity to Sea of Thieves in that way. And the art style is kind of a stylized cartoon look, which is very Sea of Thieves. So Hyle, go ahead and try and invite Shane again. Or maybe I can do it. Shane, I just sent you an invite.
I want to talk about my character Nidhogger here, who's like a Mad Max Fury Road kind of. This is like what, 2050 something?
It's something like that. I don't remember the exact date, but it's like 2050.
Yeah, and the characters are like augmented by like biomechanical
cybernetic
enhancements.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
You can actually start the fight by just pressing the square button, the menu square button.
Square button on the menu.
On the
which square button?
Underneath your on your controller. How do you do this? There's a button with 2 squares on an Xbox controller.
Oh, the square. Oh, the square button. Oh yeah.
View. Cameron says it's called View. I'll take your word for it. I think it's called fucking stupid.
It's not letting me. I'm pressing it.
Okay, Hyle. No, Hyle. Now you have to click on the word fight. It was.
Oh my god.
It was while you were in the workshop menu. You could have hit square.
Oh.
Go to the word fight and click on it, and then we'll fight.
Good God. Donkey Kong Country is so much simpler than this. Also, is that like Felix the cat as an inflatable balloon, or is that like the cat from Batman Returns, the Max Shrek?
Yeah,
cat?
I like that
Anybody
guy.
know what I'm talking about?
Max Shrek in that movie was named Shrek well before there was a movie called Shrek.
Well, he was named Max Shrek after the actor Max Shrek, who played Nosferatu.
I don't. Yeah, but did you know there was an actor named Max Shrek way before there was a
Did you know that Kennedy's secretary was named Lincoln?
Did you know that Kennedy died while riding in a Lincoln, and Lincoln died while he was inside of John F. Kennedy?
It was like a kangaroo. It was like a marsupial. He had a little pouch.
Everyone knows the Kennedys have pouches.
We're playing with Anonymous, by the way, everybody. Just a heads up.
Okay, so by the way, it's 3 of us and 1 random, and we're going to play against 4 other randoms.
This random's gonna be so disappointing.
And if you don't know what this game is, it's a multiplayer 4v4 melee brawler. It's kind of
That is part of the Donkey Kong universe. We have to keep reiterating this is part of the Donkey Kong universe through very convoluted means.
Yeah, because the Gold Hoarder from Sea of Thieves is in this as an inanimate surfboard
Now,
that
the three
contains,
of us,
his soul inside it.
Yeah, the 3 of us are going to be riding him, though, so how does that work? We each have a gold border.
Well, the point, the explanation on Kinect's Board Season 2 with Royston, who can appear multiple times, the explanation is that there are multiple goldfish, and one of them is Royston, and it doesn't really matter which one is which, because as long as one of them is him...
So to me, I'm riding the actual Rathbone, and you two just have facsimiles.
Stop calling him
Rathbone.
But to you... Hyle, don't call him that. His name is the Gold Hoarder. Alright, so I'm gonna play as Kulev, and Hyle's gonna play as Nidhogger, and Shane, who are you gonna play as?
DK.
You ready to bring the thunder, Ned? Guitar is strong and ready to melt faces.
Jeff, where are you? You're not in here yet.
Oh, sorry.
Power collection.
I was on the loading screen. I was watching Shane select his character. So Shane, I would pick a tank or a healer. And unfortunately, that doesn't bring a lot of choices that have the Gold Hoarder as a board. So in this game, every character can use a hoverboard to fast travel, except a few of them don't get to use their cosmetic skin because they've got some personal attribute of their character that replaces their hoverboard. Like a character whose feet are just giant
3,
wheels.
2, 1.
Alright, so we are out.
Power cells
in this
spawn.
mode,
I'm your life now.
Our goal is to go and collect the power cells during a collection phase, and then deliver the power cells during the delivery phase. And if we get killed, we drop all the cells we've collected.
Healing over here!
We also get points if we just kill enemy players.
Yeah.
We want to kind of target the healer on that team. I'm playing as our healer right now.
Shane, or Jeff, I've always taken you to have a very healing personality, very caring, avoiding the action.
I don't know what you're doing. I'm over here with our random, and I've gotten 2 kills already.
Well, you know, Jeff, I take it back. You're just bloodthirsty. Also, Jeff, I want to point out your gold border is chatting out gold coins.
That's true. You can unlock cosmetics for your board. You can also unlock cosmetics that are a stream of the trail that trails out of the rocket engine on your board. And I've unlocked gold coins, which is the most expensive cosmetic in the whole game. But I think it goes well with the gold border.
Collection phase
Yeah, but that's not
complete.
actually a Sea of Thieves reference.
It's just gold.
That's an Austin Powers and Gold Member reference.
Oh yeah? I love
Yeah. Yeah, remember that? Remember 2003?
Hand-in points activating in 10 seconds.
This dude is squirting me with...
Yeah, he's playing as the same character I am. And it's not pain, it's like
Well, that's
acid.
confusing. Oh, okay. Well, that's not as fun.
Hand-in points
I thought it was like
activated.
Splatoon.
this
Get
is
over
Hyle
here.
and I fighting their healer. Double teaming him.
Oh!
Hyle is new at the game, so he doesn't really know all his characters' various combo abilities and things. This is basically a fighting game. All kinds of combos and whatnots.
Oh, train!
That train will kill you if you're not careful.
That'll stiffen the sinews.
Ow!
So my character can put down a green circle
Light and lightning.
that acts as a healing potion that you can stand in if you're on my team.
I have no idea what's happening right now.
We need to kind of try and target the same characters so we can double team them, triple team them. We are
it's
not.
like that video I watched last night.
We are not really doing a good job. Oh boy. That guy's also playing as your character.
Oh, I'm confused.
Okay, we killed their
Ending
Nidhogg.
points deactivated.
Target their 2 left. Their healer.
I need some healings here soon.
Yeah,
oh,
they got you.
I'm dead.
Power cells
All my
lost.
power cells just...
They got me. They wrecked me.
Power
So this
cells
isn't a very
spawned.
good showing.
So when they killed us, they also took all the power cells that we had collected so far because we didn't have
Because we
time to
should've
There
deliver
are
them.
no fish without bones.
All right, let's group up. She?
Just say there's no food without bones. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's what Nidhogg's catchphrase. Shane, next time,
That's a great
if
catchphrase.
we all die like that, try and just like aim back and wait for us to get there. So you don't get like
Oh, power cells.
double teamed or triple teamed. God, their Nidhogg is targeting me every fight. Hyle, you want to?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna
I-
escape this
I-
fight.
It got pretty brutal there, Jeff.
You need a little something something?
So now Shane is playing as Zero Cool, which is another healer. So our team structure is a double healer setup, which works pretty good. Sometimes you can do a double healer instead of having a tank.
Correction. Base complete.
Let's all target like
That'll stiffen the
one person
sinews.
at a time.
Okay, well, who are we targeting then?
Well, this guy, Damon, is almost
Ending
dead.
points activating in 10 seconds.
Okay, we got Demon. Now target Kulev. Snake you. Man.
Ending points activated.
I'm
Just stand in the green field. So like, yeah, they're gonna get you.
I couldn't even get up. The big dude.
So there's a that's Makutu, and so there's
Healing
there's a
over
lot
here.
of things like if you get knocked down, if you time a button press, there's an instant get up attack
I'm ready to bat.
to like knock them back off of you. There's a parry attack,
Vengeance
so if you
will
time
be
the parry right
sweet.
with their attack, you counter it. That's really hard to pull off, or like to learn the timing of it. Then obviously your abilities all combo, and that takes a lot of practice with each character to learn.
I think they sense how much of a newbie I am.
And they're targeting you.
Yeah.
You need to stick with the group then. Stick close to me. I have a passive effect where if you stand right next to me, I heal you slightly. And also, if you stand in the green circle that I cast, that heals you a lot.
So Jeff and I
Shane,
did
you
try
want to
this
back
out
away from that
once.
fight. Shane, you got way out in the middle if you want to stay back. Just like 4 of them versus 2 of us. Yeah, I can't help you.
Jeff and I did try this out for the first time together on Sunday, and we did much better than right now.
Ending points deactivated.
Don't put that on Shane.
No. That's not Shane. That's not Shane. That's me.
Okay, so
That's
never
me.
go into a fight that's like throw these on.
Power cells spawned.
Oh, okay. That's my fault.
Just Just run, retreat, Hyle. Get this guy. Come over here to Demon. Hyle, the main gimmick with your character is that 2 of your specials will put things on fire. One of them is fire breath, and one of them is like a charged orb with a trail of fire. Once things are on fire, all your other attacks do more damage. So you want a combo where you start with fire and then do other attacks. Because once they're on fire, your other attacks are enhanced. And Shane, your trick is that you can heal people, but you can heal yourself.
I got
and so you kind of need to know when to stay away from the fighter to keep back and gain abilities all of the
Oh, I need to get out of here.
No, yeah, you're done. We're just gonna lose this. Back up, Shane, back up, and retreat. One of the skills in the game is learning how to just run really effectively. And every character has their own different abilities for that.
Even a
Zero
blind
Cool
hand
has
may
a wall that he
occasionally
can
pick
cast
up a grain.
with the right bumper, and so you drop that wall, and ranged attacks can still shoot through it, but it blocks players from walking through it too. You drop that wall, and then you can run away. And you guys also know that the right trigger is an evade attack, right? So that's like a quick dodge to get out of a combo.
I know that now. I vaguely remember that from the training in the game, but I was still watching. Oh shit! Oh shit! There's nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, I got massive.
They have basically stuck together as a group of 4 the whole time and never die. And so every time we get in a fight, they separate us off and kill one of us. And then it's just 4v3, 4v2, 4v1, and we're all dead.
I am.
Well, I mean, I respect the strategy.
Well, they're just playing the game and new at it. Not doing as well at
No, Shane and I are new at it.
So sorry we're not talking talk between matches, but in the intensity of the action, we can't really keep up with the chat.
Like the lightning.
Kuchu can cast that gold shield on all of his teammates.
Yes! Ha ha ha, take that. You too. I don't like you. What? It says my connection to the server is poor and you may be kicked.
Oh, that's not
close enough.
ideal.
Ending points deactivated.
No.
Well, everybody died but me, so I'm running away again.
Oh, your connection to the server
Power
has
cells
improved
spawned.
and you no longer be kicked.
That's very good.
I mean, thanks for resolving that, Bleeding Edge. Alright,
Okay, we killed
I'm
Demon.
feeling more comfortable now than I was initially, but that's not going to save this match.
No. So part of the trick with your character is, with your right bumper, you can slide in and you set down fire, and then when the players are on fire, then with the B button, your B button ability is throwing an axe that kind of freezes them in place, stuns them.
Deploying
And you have
protection.
to, like boomerangs, you have to hit them on the return swing with it for it to work. But if you do that, it's a really good
Collection
combo.
phase complete.
And then you get into swing X, a combination of swings. And then Shane, your main thing is you need to use the Y button to heal people like 90%
Ending
of the
points
time.
activated in 10
Unless
seconds.
they're all healed up. No, there goes Hyle.
Damn. Yeah, I knew we were going to get into that mess.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a good
Messed
job
me
of...
up.
Their Nidhogger's special ability is that big lightning, like, stun. And so it stuns everybody in a radius, and once he's done that, all 3 of the rest of them just gang pile on.
Yeah.
Alright, they're coming to meet us at spawn. We're basically... If we lose one more death, we lose the game. So this match is already over.
Oh, well, good. Well, good. This is good.
I had them bamboozled.
Use your head.
I got you.
Okay. I don't know who died.
Oh, see, I died.
Okay.
Oh, I died.
That was
Oh,
the
I
last
definitely died.
That's okay. Warm up
What, the
match.
50? Oh! Alright, so... I never promised we'd be good at this. Alright, Jeff's pretty good.
Okay, so Dre
But,
asked if you could turn down... Okay, Kara, Dre, Jeff, they all want the audio to be quieter relative to our voices.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see.
Yeah, so pretty much everyone's complained about the audio, it looked like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, is this any better? Well, there's no audio right now coming from the game, but we'll try this out. This is a loud game. There's a cacophony of,
Well, we've got
Alright,
main menu music, at least, to compare to.
should we go to fight now?
Well, does anyone have any feedback? Oh, Dre says it's perfect. Anybody want to let us know how the audio is compared to how it was before?
I think this should be better.
Oh, Dre was kidding you when he said it was perfect.
Oh.
He was
What?
He said it was perfect on the loading screen when there was no audio.
Oh.
Okay.
What about now?
So Sean says it's harder for them to tell because there's no loud sounds. So, do you want to go right into the training dojo and then you can just quit it when you've got the audio fixed? Cameron says seems better, possibly, but it's hard to tell. So go training, go to the dojo, and then we'll test the audio real quick. Sorry about this, everybody.
I mean, in Donkey Kong Country, there was just dripping water, and
Yeah, and Dre is suggesting that if you could actually just go to the in-game settings and turn down the audio, like the game.
Oh, I could do that. I changed the Twitch settings. So what we're broadcasting should be better, at least.
Was any of what we just played like even watchable? Like, was it just chaos?
I mean, I think it was chaos, but.
So, Shane, do you have a preferred character?
Better shred than
Okay.
kiss my axe.
Yeah, so Demon is a little tricky because it's more sneaky and very squishy. You kind of have to like sneak around and then get in the fight and then kind of escape. And so you don't really back up your teammates as often. You kind of more chase down people and separate them from the group. So that takes a little getting used to, but if you just keep that in mind, he's not typical. He has an ability to go invisible, and then when you come out of invisibility, you can cancel the Y button and breathe a breath of like stunning air to stun them, and when you become visible again. And he's got a dash attack that you can use to escape, or you can use it to dash into a fight, and if you press X coming out of the dash, you do a spin strike.
Kiss my axe.
You also have slightly stronger strike coming out of invisibility, so if you go invisible, then go into a dash, spin strike, it will be, the spin strike is more powerful than a basic attack, and coming out of invisibility is more powerful, so they combo together.
So does the audio seem better to anybody?
No, everyone wants it to be turned down.
What's that?
They want it quieter.
Even quieter than this.
Yes,
Okay.
I would just pause it and then go to game options. And see if the game can actually, in-game, be turned on.
Right,
So, and while you mess with that, I'm just gonna keep talking. They're asking, like, they're confused about the objective. So there's two modes. In the mode we were playing, has these power cells spawning around the map periodically. You gotta pick them up and then deliver them to a location during a delivery phase. And if you die, you lose all the ones you're carrying. There's a different game mode that just is controlling a stationary point that becomes periodically active and inactive. Yeah, so when you die and drop your power cells in the power cell mode, the other team then gets to take them all because they killed you. So then it's a case of chasing down the players that are hoarding the power cells, or like finding the right time to cash them in, and like defending. You have to defend your, like, you have to have people defend you while you cash them in, because you're kind of a sitting duck for like 5-8 seconds or so. And so you need to like be separate from being attacked, or you need to have people defending you.
Okay, so we're gonna try the audio now. I changed in-game settings. Hopefully this will do it.
Yeah, so just hit fight and we'll give it a shot. The cash-in points, are they static? It depends on the map. There are 3 points on each map, and it will periodically become active. And so sometimes all 3 of them will be active, sometimes only 1 or 2 will be active. And on certain maps, those points are not stationary. They can like move around the map, like on a track, or move left to right or whatever. But there's always 3, and they're always kind of equidistant from your home bases.
So away from the chaos too, in tutorial mode, I was messing around with the Nidhogger's moves, and I'm like, okay, I might have a better handle on it now.
Another thing is that in-game, like if you're on the reloading screen, or on the like waiting to respawn, if you press the view button, you bring up the stats of that match, like the kill-death ratio and points and stuff. But then if you press the left bumper on that screen, you can view a list of all of your moves and explanation of each of them. And that, especially at the start of the match when it takes like a minute before the match begins, it's a good time to look that over and just kind of think through how they could combo together. Like the main thing with Nidhogger, like I said, is you want to set them on fire and then attack them with your X.
Yes, and I know about the fire now, so...
Sean says, better so far, audio.
Okay, well that's, I mean, it's not saying much considering it's been relatively quiet.
Yeah,
but...
I can tell it's getting louder as we get into the match, like the music.
Yeah, maybe we should just all scream, and then that will make it better. We just have to match the volume of the game, and outdo it. Right? Are you with me?
It's just so quiet. Alright, we've only got probably about 2 matches left in us before we're out of time, so...
You say that, it's already halfway through.
That's what I'm saying, like...
We've only played 1.
Yeah, like, we probably don't even have 2.
We'll see what happens.
It depends on how quickly we lose.
I do have to say this is putting me in an E3 mood, because as I told Jeff, this feels like a game I would only play at E3, right? Like this feels like a game that we would play on the E3 show floor, I would do terribly at, and then that would be it. But it puts me in a mood of like E3 week. Like, oh yeah, this is a video game that I wouldn't normally play, but it's DKU, so I'm playing it.
So Shane, you're Demon? Okay, cool. So this is
Jeff, you are.
I'm still
You are
cool.
Voodoo Mama Juju.
So
okay.
this is a very traditional team setup, which would be 2 damage, which is Demon and Nidhogger, both as damage, 1 healer and 1 tank, Makutu. But there's other formats depending on the combination. There's a couple healers that have damage-like properties, so if you did a double healer setup, you might skip having a tank. Or there's 1 tank that has slight healer properties, so you could do a double tank and no healer. So depending on the composition of your team, there's a variety of ways you could work together. The mode we're playing now, the objective is controlling the points. So if you look at the map screen, you can see that this point is light gray. It's about to become active. And only this one out of the 3 will become active. But then it'll periodically change which one is one or ones are active.
Strikes at objective C.
So we're controlling the point because it's blue, and we're blue team.
Okay.
And we kind of want to stick together and stick around this point because there's only one to control right now. As long as we hold it, we're good.
I can stand still.
And as long as you stay close to me, that little green circle under your character means that I'm slight healing you.
Ouch! Jeff, heal me!
So stand in the green circle and you'll be okay.
Oh, I killed
So
him.
I just killed their healer, or we did. It's
Oh.
a team game. It's a group effort.
No, Jeff, I did the murder.
So their tank is Buttercup, this like motorcycle lady, and she has a grab that she can yoink you in from far away.
After objective C.
But you don't want to stray too far. Their demon is on the point and he's invisible. Okay, he ran behind there.
Can't outrun fate. They are stealing objective C.
Target anyone who comes like too close. Okay, they got Shane. You want to try and just stay. Okay, so the point deactivated. Let's just fight whoever
Oh, I'm in a
comes down.
cage. Okay.
Oh, that's the witch, Maeve. She can cage you temporarily. Okay, I killed their whatever her name is.
Objectives activated.
Boom, we killed their Maeve. Nice job. Okay, this point just became active again. Let's try and capture it.
Ouch! Ouch! They don't like me.
Okay, we killed their demon.
Candle in the dark.
So if you look at the mini-map, the audience, I'm talking to the audience, there are now 2 points that are active, B and C, but nobody's controlling B yet. Alright, they're taking C away from us.
So what do we do?
Well, you just gotta stand back on it. You gotta knock them off of it and stand on it. They're gonna go and take B. I'm just gonna stick together on C here. I feel like we're doing a good job sticking together and holding 1 point down.
The enemy strikes.
The only time that's not profitable is if there are 3 active points, because then they can hold 2 out of 3 if you just hunker on 1, and you don't want to let them.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't see what happened to you.
I took B, but I lost it.
No, I was trying to say we should stick together at C, and you just kind of wandered, and that's okay.
Well, Jeff, I think a B is better than a C. A C is just average, and a B is passing with almost like an A.
I just don't mess with what's working, you know.
Objectives
Okay.
deactivated.
Objectives deactivated. This looks like a retreat situation. They're gonna kill our Makutu. Okay, Shane and I are kind of retreating. Remember that you can reactivate your hoverboard with the... Oh, Hyle,
Oh, I know,
Hyle ran
but
into
it
the
takes
fight. Okay.
you know what? Look, I'm like a moth to the
Objectives
flame.
activated.
It's not a good idea to run into a fight alone.
But doing otherwise would require strategy on my part, and I'm reactive.
So we were doing really well, and then we all got separated and stopped going for the same thing, and
So
now
let's
they're
get
just killing
together.
us. So let's all go for objective A. Actually, we need to get away from their group and spread them out because they're controlling 2 points right now, and they're just killing us one at a time. So I'm capping A.
I'm right here.
All right, stay there a second, Hyle.
Okay. Yeah, because they're ticking up fast.
Yeah, so the thing is, if you control a point, you get a point every second. If you control 2
Yeah.
points, you get 2 points every second, and they're controlling 2 points. All
Oh,
right,
so we're gonna.
all right, let's
lose.
kill this one. But the points won't stay active the whole game. They'll periodically
Okay.
change which ones are.
Oh shit! How did I die?
She used her super and just really fucked you up with a rain of blades.
Okay. I see now. I see now.
Objectives deactivated.
Okay, we just killed her though. I got revenge for you. And
Oh,
I
well,
killed
thank you.
Demon. but I'm gonna die because I'm alone now and I'm 2v1. Oh, Shane's here.
I'm coming back.
No, I'm not gonna die, hopefully.
I'm trying to get there.
Okay,
Hang on,
we got their
Jeff,
butter.
hang on,
Good job,
little
Shane.
Jeff.
Good kill.
We got their butter.
Okay, and we got Maeve. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so the only active
And
point
A.
is this. A is the only active point right now, so if we hold it, we're the only one getting points. The other thing is that every kill is worth 10 points. So it's not worth it to go cap a thing and then die in the process.
Here they come.
Because we give them 10 points, you know?
Come gather round.
Alright, don't stray too far from my green healing sphere. Try to stick close together.
Good call.
They're circling around us.
We can hold it together for 35 more seconds. Oh, it's the big one though. It's
Okay,
butter?
I killed her,
Butter?
Buttercup, and I got killed. So now you're without a healer for a second. You guys are at a disadvantage without me.
Oh, so I'm by myself? Oh no, we got the other person, but can't really communicate with them, can we? Oh, I'm dead. I'm
That's
dead.
okay. This game usually doesn't have a lot of communication with the randoms on your team. It's very rare you see people actually on the mics.
We are still in control of A though.
Objectives
Okay,
deactivated.
objectives deactivated. That was good. Okay, so they're gonna kill our Makutu. Back up, Shane. Back up. Don't go in there. Just let Makutu die. It's his fault for going and getting 3v1. To like, it's his job to learn how to run away. You gotta run
Can
away.
I just get a T-shirt for a future merch store?
Yeah,
that
just
says
let Makutu die. All right,
Jeff
I'm going to
Owen.
objective C. Follow. Oh, Hyle, don't get in that fight.
Hey, Jeff. Too late.
Yeah, he's gonna kill you. In a 1v1, you're probably gonna lose most of the time, just because the players are probably just more experienced than you.
They know what they're doing, and I'm just holding a guitar.
And because you died, now Shane and I are both going to die. It's okay though.
Well, where's Makutu? Oh, you let Makutu die.
No, Makutu's here. You're not.
Oh, okay.
Objective C is out. No worries.
Actually, we're not dead yet. We're doing pretty good.
You know what? I'm gonna get an
Oh,
objective
fuck, they
B.
got me. Right before I put up my shield, they got me. Let us know in chat right now if it sounds better. I'm watching for
I've
a
got
second.
objective B. B and C are ours.
Okay. Let's group up. Let's not try and hold two at a time and spread ourselves out. Let's try and hold one at a time and stay alive.
Where are you, Jeff? Oh,
So they've figured out my tactic. They've kind of figured out that I'm holding the team together with my heal ability. And the problem is that yeah, they figured it out. When I put down that green field, they can actually attack that and remove it early. And now they're doing it every time because they know it's keeping us alive. And so they just completely wrecked me on that encounter. And now Makutu's gonna die because it's
I
4v1.
fear Buttercup.
Just Shane needs to get
Objectives
away from them
activated.
because it's 1v4. And we need to group up.
Even a blind hen may occasionally pick
Go,
up
Jeff.
a grain.
Don't go yet.
I'm not. Well, I'm staying with you. Like a little kitten.
Yeah, Shane. Ooh. If you go invisible with the Y button, you might be able to escape. No, they got you. Yeah, it's alright. We're gonna cap C.
No worries. Let's get it back.
The problem is, we've been doing a good job of holding bases, and they still got a good lead on us, mostly because they've been killing us more than we've been killing them. Every kill is 10 points. Which
Oh,
is,
speaking of kills, they keep sneaking up on me. Okay, oh, dodge. Damn it. They just lured me right into the fight, and
yeah, I'm not gonna pretend this isn't extremely frustrating for me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's not your fault. You're new at the game, but I've played like over 100 hours. And so I'm just like getting wrecked every fight. And it's not your fault, but it's not my fault either, and I just feel like frustrated.
Well, I think it's a little my fault.
Well, it's not your
but-
fault that you're new at the game, is what I mean. Well, no, you
mean,
don't
yours
have
just
much
was new.
practice either, so it's not your fault either. Alright, the only objective is about to be Hyle died. Okay, it's first to 600 points and they're gonna win. They have 594. If you die once, if anyone dies, we lose.
Objectives activated.
Point A.
So basically,
It's over. I mean, we can try and hold this
Basically.
point. We're gonna come together on C, all come together, try and hold this point.
They're stealing objective A.
Yeah, they're targeting me every fight because they know I'm the healer.
oh. Well, you know what? That was more respectable than our first showing.
We actually were winning for like half of it.
Yeah, it just fell apart for us at the end when they figured out the strategy.
Well, I think what
And-
killed us is the first couple rounds there was only one active point and we managed to control it. When they made 3 active points, they managed to control like all 3 at a time because we were not good at spreading ourselves out. It's like it's a very practiced skill to be able to be everywhere on the map at once and not just get ganged up on and killed.
Yeah.
And so when there was 3 active points at once, they were pretty much controlling all 3 and getting triple the points. But yeah, like Dre says, it shifted when they started picking off people. And they started picking off people because we were spreading out between multiple bases.
They took objective C.
Demon is a really tricky character because the best skill of his is being able to just get the hell away and run when he needs to. And if you don't practice that, it just does take practice. He just gets killed easily because his main thing is that as soon as he's getting fought, he's probably going to get killed. So you just need to be good at running away.
Yeah.
He's also he also has a special ability nobody else has, which is that he has a wall jump. He's the only one who has a wall jump, and that lets him escape easier because he can jump up walls that other players can't.
He's basically the unofficial mascot of the game.
Andre is asking, why is this game DKU for an inanimate cosmetic, but Killer Instinct is not? Well, one, the cosmetic is not inanimate; it contains the soul of the Gold Hoarder. But 2,
Yeah, let me show you.
The
Let me go in
original-
trainings. We don't have time for another match, so let me
The-
just go into tutorial.
the original argument for Killer Instinct was that it wasn't really log, and there's no. And I have been arguing for years that that was wrong, and that we should count it as DKU. I think that log is in Killer Instinct, so it should be DKU.
Yeah, we have about 10-15 minutes left.
Let's
Not enough
debate
time
Killer
for a match.
Instinct.
Whoa, hold on, Jeff. Let me go into tutorial mode. Let me go into the dojo. Let me show people the Gold Hoarder in depth. We can have a nice chat about it, all right? And this way we won't have to lose a third time.
I think the main thing about the Gold Hoarder is that it is canon for the character to be inanimate and just an emotionless skull and still be himself, because that's like the basis of all Sea of Thieves, is that
Now,
the skulls
got into
contain the souls.
We got into a huge well, not an argument, a
Better
friendly
shred.
philosophical debate with Chris Alcock when it came to the Gold Border and the nature of the skelly skulls in Sea of Thieves. So if you see, if I can get a good angle, the eyes are glowing green, much the same way that skelly captains' skulls glow green after you've defeated them and take them back to the Order of Souls in Sea of Thieves. Now, it's established they take the memories of the skulls and use that to find like the treasure that they then sell to the Gold Hoarders. But what the essence of that green energy in Sea of Thieves, green is the color of souls, right? So I would say that's their souls still in there, and so when they suck the memories out, they're actually reading the souls.
And releasing the spirit, sort of in the way that, sort of like how Arthur Pendragon releases spirits that are bound to souls in the Seabound Soul Tall Tale. But anyway, yeah,
So-
it's the basic central conceit of Sea of Thieves that skeletons who are cursed to be trapped in their own skeletons, it contains their spirit or their memories inside their skull, And so it makes sense, is normal for Sea of Thieves for that character to be 100% inanimate. It is not normal for Log's head to not blink or move. That's not a central, like, understanding of how Log works. And so they are slightly different scenarios. I still think it counts as Log, because Log is just a shapeshifter god, like demigod, so it should count, but
Can you hear this?
I've lost that fight for, what, 3-4 years now. I'll probably just keep losing it.
The thing is, it's not a clear-cut case, and we could come down on one side or the other, but there's no way of knowing. Where this, I feel like there's enough textual evidence, there's enough, when you compare it with the rest of Sea of Thieves lore, and not just skellies, but souls in general, then this would be the skull of the Gold Hoarder in the year 2050, whatever, turned into a hoverboard, the final indignity for the Gold Hoarder. Which is then really cool when you also add that Sea of Thieves retcons this gang to have taken inspiration from the Mutinous Fist. So...
Yeah, the fact that they cross-pollinated to both reference each other really brought the lore together, which is nice, because it could have just been like, oh, it's just a one-time cosmetic and it didn't mean anything. But there's a cosmetic in Bleeding Edge that references Sea of Thieves and lines up with the lore, and then a cosmetic in Sea of Thieves that sets up the lore of Bleeding Edge. So it was a nice little cross-promotional bit.
So when they don't move, when the characters don't move, it's a lot easier to fight them. Little pro tip there.
It's also a lot easier to fight them when there's 4 of us and 1 of them. I feel like until you get practice, you're gonna lose. You're always gonna lose when it's 4 of them against 1 of you. You're mostly gonna lose if it's 3 of them against 1 of you. You know, and until you get more practice, you're probably gonna lose when it's 1 of them against 1 of you. So the trick is to never be alone until you're decent at the game.
I want to go up there. It looks fun out there.
Oh, by the way, get up there and then turn back and look at the opposite wall, because there's this cool, like, octopus man on the wall over your head. No,
hey.
Back in the middle of the room.
Well, that right there.
Yeah, okay, my stream's a little behind you, but yeah, that's octopus. This is the dojo.
That's Octopus the Octopus.
By the way, my character, I don't know if anyone got a good look at my character while we were playing. His name's Kulev. It looks like he's a voodoo zombie man, but actually, that's not who he is. He's got a snake draped around his neck, and the snake is the character. He's the intelligence in the voice that speaks, and the snake is just possessing a dead corpse and making it carry it around. So I'm actually playing as a snake. A robot. It's a robot snake.
Oh, hey, I just noticed there's a scroll, like a quest attached to the Gold Hoarder.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool details. There's a compass in his mouth. There's the cannon on the rear. It's got the same cufflinks. It's got, like, a scroll voyage parchment. And then the actual thing you're standing on is canvas that looks like a map of the Sea of Thieves, kind of.
Oh, hey.
And, yeah, so there's a lot of little... Oh, and if you could look at the very... Excuse me, if you could look at the very bottom of it, the underside, is a barrel.
Nice. Hey, that's a special treat for all you Donkey Kong fans who are tuning in, wondering when we're gonna get to the Donkey Kong. You got a barrel right there. What more do you need? Yeah, no, I do appreciate, like, when Shane and I play Brawl Out on Thursday, we'll get into when another game's canon is completely wrecked by the DKU, and I feel like Brawl Out is definitely that case. By the nature of the way they introduced ukulele, it completely invalidates all of Brawl Out. It's awesome.
Yeah, so, well, we got like 5 minutes, and we're gonna, you know, Hyle's gonna play ukulele, and I'm gonna stick around with him for that. And then, if we've intrigued you at all about Sea of Thieves lore, which is pretty cool, fun stories, we're gonna do Tall Tales at 2 o'clock. Right? What is it? 4 o'clock. Sorry, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock Eastern time.
1 o'clock Pacific.
1 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah.
9 p.m. British summertime.
Dre says he hates Sea of Thieves. I relate to that. Only an idiot would blog about Sea of Thieves.
Oh yeah, you want to? Does everybody want to pitch and plug their website? So I want to say check out dkvine.com. That is my website. dkvine.com. Check it out. We've got Golden Sands blog posts.
So am I allowed to plug mine if it's rated X? Like, basically you pay me a monthly fee and I'll send you dirty Snapchats. Oh yeah, that's it. Onlyfans.com. Please check it out. And yeah, and if you subscribe to my Patreon, I'll send you dirty underwears. Bathwater, actually. Is that the cool thing now? Bathwater.
Just so long as it's extra dirty. Like, I don't want the bathwater if you're relatively clean. I want the bathwater if you're just stinky beforehand, and you use it to actually get clean. I want filth in it, Jeff.
So just I'm reading the chat. Sean is now interested in Sea of Thieves lore because of the Athene's Fortune episode, but playing the game itself has not clicking with him. Well, if you do get the game, or you get it on Game Pass, or you get it on Steam, which is now on Steam, we will get you in our Discord, where we have a couple dozen people who play regularly, and we'll play together because it's better.
Yeah,
It's better with friends.
Sea of Thieves is all about the experience you bring to it, just as much as the game itself. So we'll sail with you if you get in the game. We'll
even bring you on the stream and everything. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's
My
definitely
axe is ready to sing.
like I've had incredibly fun sessions, and I've had frustrating sessions in Sea of Thieves, but my overall love for the game is such that I never let the frustrating sessions sit with me longer than a day.
Yeah, I think that I have a lot of fun playing Sea of Thieves solo, but I would not recommend anybody introduce themselves to the game solo.
No,
I think it's a game you need to learn or be introduced to with a group of fun people, and then once you kind of know the basics and like,
to join the game,
because it's not just the basics of gameplay. It's like the basics of like, what's the point? Like, what do we even do? How is this fun? You need people around her that are like, yeah, let's go do this, and then you just have a fun time. If you don't have those people there to do that, then it can be very daunting.
I just love the big bad, the first big bad of Sea of Thieves. This is his ultimate fate right here.
Oh yeah,
is
Sean,
to become a tacky
sorry,
hood ornament.
Yeah, this was at
like,
one point the most fierce skeleton in the world, and now he's a hood ornament on a cool skateboard.
And after reading Athena's Fortune, that's definitely
it's fitting.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sean, that Discord isn't even like just for DK Vine people. It's like anyone who's kind of close to us, so you're definitely welcome in there.
He jangles. This guy jangles quite a bit.
I wish I was in the dojo
jangling.
with you because you could see my coins jingling. I love my coins.
Oh no!
It's the most expensive cosmetic in the
only.
game. It took me over 50 hours to grind for. Before they added in the option to earn daily coins, because they've had that now.
You know, it's also an indignity for the Gold Hoarder to shed gold coins.
Yeah, he hates
And
that. He
Yeah,
just poops them.
that's definitely not something that he would enjoy. And there's nothing you can do about it because he's just a surfboard.
All right.
Oh man, when they add Funky Kong to the game, that's really going to be special.
Well, here's my other thing. My fan theory is that the hoverboards of Bleeding Edge in the future year of 2050 are invented by and based on Funky Kong's hovering surfboards. And that explains why this board in particular is made of a barrel. It's like barrel cannons, floating surfboards. It's all Funky Kong inventions.
In the lore of the DKU, Funky Kong did invent hoverboards as far back as DKC2. He uses it in Tropical Freeze for Switch, new Funky mode. So,
and he makes I think we fan wanked that he invented the barrel cannons, and like the rocket barrels. I mean, in like Returns.
The rocket barrels,
rocket barrels. So like, this is basically a rocket barrel. You are riding on a rocket barrel right now.
Sing some Elton John. tune of Rocket Man. Sing
And I
Rocket
think it's
Barrel right
gonna
now.
be a bleeding edge till sometimes everybody plays the game. Rocket Barrel, burning out the Twitch.
Hold on.
Ride the lightning.
Yeah.
And that's time. So I think
That is time.
I'll
All
take
right.
a bathroom break. Kyle will set up ukulele, and we'll be back.
You gonna
in
get
like
some
a
of that
minute.
bath water?
I'm gonna go take a
bath water.
bath water break.